Now you just sit there and you'll learn something. I knowed General George Armstrong Custer for what he was. And I also knowed the Indians for what they was. $111 years ago, when I was 10 years old, my family, in crossing the Great Plains, was wiped out by a band of wild Indians. Everybody was killed or drug off by them murdering varmints except me and my sister Caroline.
Jack. I'll see you in heaven.
Goodbye, Caroline.
We didn't know the difference then, but there was a band of Pawnee what attacked us before. I ain't had no use for Pawnee ever since. But this one wasn't a Pawnee. He was a Cheyenne brave. I later got to know him well. His name was Shadow That Comes in Sight. my first sight of an Indian camp, what do you think is? I see their dump. Where's the camp? He brought us to their chief. His name was Old Lodgeskins, who later become my granddaddy.
What do they want, Caroline?
It's as plain as day what they want, Jack.
What?
Me.
To show good manners, Old Lodgeskins smoked with our oldest male survivor.
They didn't know I was a woman. That explains why they didn't rape me right off.
I don't think they're gonna bother you, Caroline.
No such luck, Jack. They'll get me tonight, for sure.
Poor Caroline never did have no luck with men. I reckon she figured we both couldn't get away and she'd send help back to rescue me. The next morning, I found myself in that Indian camp all alone. But the Cheyenne, who called themselves the human beings, had no idea to hurt me. I was an honored guest, and they gave me a real treat for breakfast. Boiled dog. Dog ain't bad, neither. Now, dog is greasy, I'll admit, but you'd be surprised how downright delicate the flavor is. Especially when you're starving. You see, the human beings adopted me as one of their own. Shadow that comes in sight taught me the bow and arrow and how to stalk game. Burns red in the sun showed me how to protect my pale skin from sunburn. It's a little-known fact that some Indians, like Burns Red, will sunburn their own selves. But my real teacher was my adopted grandpa, Old Lodgeskins. He taught me to read a trail, the Cheyenne language, and lots of other things. For a boy, it was a kind of paradise. I wasn't just playing Indian, I was living Indian. Only one thing bothered me. I was small for my years. In fact, during their run.
The Pawnees told Seven about ponies. There's gonna be a war party. But you can't go. You're too little and weak like a girl. Run away now or I'll kick you.
The Indians had never heard of fist fighting, and it plumb amazed them.
How did you do that?
I'm sorry, younger bear. I didn't mean to hurt you.
The end and way. You should never feel sorry about beating an enemy unless, having conquered his body, you won his spirit as well. I had made the first real enemy of my life.
There once was a human being, and he was very small, but he won a name, Little Man. You've heard of him.
No, grandfather?
He went on a war party against the Pawnees. But the Pawnees were many. One by one, the human beings were rubbed out. Little Man was very brave. The Pawnees called out to him, "If you will quit fighting, we will let you go." But Little Man answered, "It's a good day to die." Finally, they cut off his head, but he kept fighting without his head. He rode among the Pawnees like a whirlwind, and his head, 'twas stuck on a spear, started to shout the war cry. Hey, 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 hey. The Pawnees could take no more, and they ran away. When they looked back, they saw the body of Little Man lie down among his friends. Little Man was small, but his bravery was big.
The human beings don't require a boy to be a warrior if he ain't got the temperament for it. And Little Horse didn't. If he wanted to stay behind with the women, that was all right with the human beings.
Leave the Pawnees here. You two will hold them.
No! I don't want to stay here. I want to go to the Pawnee camp. You aren't even a human being. You're white.
He didn't believe it himself. Younger Bear was just trying to hand me the worst possible insult.
Little white man. Fool poor Pawnee. Big foolin'. You want to eat?
Shit. Pawnees was always sucking up to whites.
Little white man. Not mad, huh? See? Pawnee friend. See?
Fix this bad engine for little white man.
I always felt kind of bad about that poor Pawnee. I didn't mean to kill him. I just meant to distract him. I had made a real enemy of Younger Bear.
I give you these ponies, but I owe you a life.
Saving his life was the final insult.
This boy is no longer a boy. He's a brave. He is little in body, but his heart is big. His name shall be Little Big Man.
I don't understand it, Grandfather. Why would they kill women and children?
Because they are strange. They do not seem to know where the center of the earth is. We must have a war on these cowards and teach them a lesson. This will be the first time, my son, I face the whites as an enemy. I don't know whether you remember, before you became a human being, and as dear a son to me as those I made with Buffalo Walla Woman and the others. But I won't speak of that unfortunate time. I just want to say, if you believe riding against these white creatures is bad, you can stay out of the fight. No one will think the worse.
Grandfather, I think it's a good day to die.
My heart soars like a hawk.
I'm sorry to say that old Lodgeskin's war against the whites was kind of pitiful. Not that the human being wasn't brave. No warrior ever walked the earth more brave than a human being. Old Lodgeskin's idea of war and the whites' idea of war were kind of different. Half our party didn't even use weapons. What they done was take coup, hit the enemy with a little stick, humiliate them. That was how the human being taught a coward a lesson and won a war. Shut up! Keeping rifles against bow and arrow. I never could understand how the white world could be so proud of winning with them kind of odds. I looked everywhere for my wife, but couldn't find her. Finally, I had to go deeper into Cheyenne country. I didn't figure for me it was dangerous, speaking Cheyenne and having once been a human being myself.
steal your father's ponies, brother?
Why do you keep calling me brother? I want you to stop doing that. I am not your brother. I am a human being.
I suppose you will say you have never heard of Little Big Man.
Little Big Man was my brother. But you're not him. He fought beside me in battle and was killed after rubbing out many bluecoats.
Did you see the body?
No, he turned into a swallow and flew away.
Let's game and go home.
Shadow! You were shot there. I picked you up and put you on a pony. I saved you. Dirt on the nose. Do you still have the black pony I gave you up at the Powder River?
No, the Pawnee stole him when we camped at the Old Women Butte 5 snows ago.
It is true there is a thing here I do not understand. There is a pain between my ears.
My son, to see you again causes my heart to soar like a hawk. Sit here beside me.
Grandfather, I brought you this present.
Is this the hat I used to own, except grown softer of skin and fatter?
No, Grandfather, it's another.
We must smoke to your return. I saw you in a dream. You were drinking from a spring that came from the long nose of an animal. I did not recognize the animal. Alongside his nose, he grew 2 horns. And the water that gushed from his nose was full of air.
I can't explain it, but he was talking about that elephant head spigot in the soda shop. And this wasn't the only time old Lodgskins had dreams. It turned out true.
Don't be angry, my son, with Burns Red, Shadow, and the others. You had many a bad experience with a white man last year. I have thought and talked and smoked on this matter, and my decision is Little Big Man has returned.
It was quite a homecoming.
Little Big Man.
It was Little Horse, the boy who didn't want to fight the Pawnee.
Don't you remember me? This hurts me in my heart. I think I'll cry.
He'd become a Himane, for which there ain't no English word. And he was a good un, too. Human beings thought a lot of him.
Hello, younger bear.
Goodbye.
It was a boy whose life I'd saved, to his mortal embarrassment.
Did you catch rabbits on your hunting trip?
No.
Then don't give the rabbits you didn't catch to Buffalo Wallow Woman.
You see, Young Bear had become a contrary, the most dangerous of all Cheyenne warriors because the way they live drives them half crazy. Except for battle, a contrary does everything backwards. He says goodbye when he means hello, yes when he means no, walks through bushes instead of on trails, and washes with dirt and dries with water and so forth.
I thought you were dead. Why you come back? When nobody wants to see you?
You mustn't speak to little big man like that. You owe him a life.
I'm glad I said it. Hello.
And that was supposed to mean he was sorry he said it goodbye. But that warrior wasn't sorry. He hated me still.
Grandfather, I have a white wife.
You do? That's interesting. Does she cook and does she work hard?
Oh, yes, Grandfather.
It surprises me. Does she show pleasant enthusiasm when you mount her?
Well, sure, Grandfather.
That surprises me even more. I tried one of them once, but she didn't show any enthusiasm at all.
Well, Grandfather, all the whites aren't crazy.
I'm glad to hear that, my son. I thought they were.
Oh, no. I know of one who is as brave as any human being.
I'd like to meet this man and smoke with him. What is he called?
He's called General Custer.
General Custer. What does the name mean, my son?
Well, it means long hair.
Good name. How did he win it?
He won it in the war of the whites to free the black men.
Oh, yes. The black-white man. I know of them. It is said a black-white man once became a human being. But mostly they are strange creatures. Not as ugly as the white, true. But they're just as crazy. Don't worry, my son. You'll return to the human beings. I dreamed it last night. I saw you and your wives as you crawled from one to the other in your teepee.
Wives, Grandfather?
Oh, yes. 3 or 4. It was dark, and they were hidden under buffalo robes. But it was a great copulation, my son.
Grandfather, the human beings only take one wife. How could I have 3 or 4?
I don't know. It worries me.
I was sure I'd never see him again. It was downright discouraging. It wasn't the Indians trying to kill me for a white. It was the whites trying to kill me for an Indian. It made me sick. The Pawnee scouts and soldiers both was killing everything in sight.
Shadow! Brother, let's talk!
Colonel!
You'll be taken care of later. I'm paying you for the hanging.
There's no describing how I felt. An enemy had saved my life by the violent murder of one of my best friends. The world was too ridiculous even to bother to live in it. That was why Shadow was there, and that was why he'd fought so hard. I sat there and watched that baby come into this world. Except for her breathing, that woman never made a sound. If woman she was, she didn't look more than a girl. I couldn't take my eyes off of that girl and her baby.
Let's get the hell out. Let the Pawnee clean up. Bugler, assemble our troops.
Now you listen to me. If you are Kid the Shadow, then you know Little Big Man. I was a friend of the human beings until they stole my wife. Are you Shadow's wife?
His daughter.
Where's your husband?
Killed.
What's your name?
Sunshine.
I'm gonna take you with me and trade you for my wife.
Near them bushes, younger. Hang on. Somebody here. Let's get the hell out. I need some whiskey. Hey, 1, 4, 5, and 6. You should have seen their eyes walk out of there. Now, 14 of them redskins. Hell, I saw him get up.
Wait here, woman. Hello, grandfather.
Greetings, my son. Do you want to eat?
Grandfather? What happened to your neck, grandfather?
It's a wound. It cut the tunnel through which light travels to the heart.
You mean you're blind?
Oh, no. My eyes still see. But my heart no longer receives it.
How did it happen?
White man.
Where's Buffalo Wallow woman?
Rubbed out. And White Elk woman, too. And dirt on the nose. And High Wolf. And many others.
And Burns Red?
Yes.
Burns Red in the sun?
Rubbed out. His wife. His children. And many more.
Do you hate them? Do you hate the white man now?
Do you see this fine thing? Do you admire the humanity of it? Because the human beings, my son, they believe everything is alive. Not only man and animals, but also water, earth, stone, and also the things from them, like that hair. The man from whom this hair came, he's bald on the other side, because I now own his scalp. That is the way things are. But the white man, they believe everything is dead. Stone, earth, animals, and people, even their own people. If things keep trying to live, white man will rub them out. That is the difference. You will stay with us, my son.
A year later, I was still with them. After wandering all over in constant danger of being killed by white settlers or white soldiers, we come to a place known as the Indian Nations. It was a tract of land by the Washita River that had been given forever to the Indians by the Congress and the President of the United States. We was safe there. This was Indian land. As long as grass grow and wind blow and the sky is blue.
Your new son's kicking a lot today. I think he wants to come out and see his father.
Tell him to wait until I finish my dinner.
I'll tell him, but I don't think he's going to wait much longer. It's a good thing I have a strong, brave husband who brings in so much game and food. My strong husband brings in much more than we need. There are many human beings here, many bands from many places, but it's sad. Many husbands have been roped out by the white man. It is sad because women sleep alone and cry.
Be quiet now. I'm digesting.
Yes, but I think my sisters are here.
You're what?
My sisters. Digging Bear, Little Elk, and Corn Woman. I think they're here.
What do you mean you think they're here?
I believe they are. You bring in much more food than we need. It is very sad. They have no husbands and they cry.
Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry.
Digging Bear had a baby and lost it. And so did Corn Woman. But Little Elk had no baby at all.
All right, what do you want me to do about it?
I knew you'd understand.
It was old Lodgeskin's dream trying to come true. I was determined to stay out of them buffalo robes. 3 young and healthy women with no man for who knows how long. The very idea kind of shrunk me like a spider on a hot stove.
Why, it's Little Big Man! Oh, Little Big Man! Younger Bear! It's Little Big Man!
He's not a contrary anymore. He has a wife. She's plump, she works hard, but she henpecks him.
Just when I think you're dead and the buzzards have eaten you, you always come back.
Yes, and I always will till you pay me the life you owe me.
I've heard you.
Now come to my teepee and eat.
We was caught in Cheyenne hospitality.
I'm a very important man. More important than you. I have a wife and 4 horses.
I have a horse and 4 wives.
Well, that may be. But my wife, she's a very good one. See?
Oh, so there you are, you crawling coyote. What are we gonna eat, huh? A starved duck? Oh, who's the foolish beggar? You brought to steal what little food we have. Clean it! Clean it!
No! It was Olga. I'd found her at last.
One duck.
Olga never did learn much English, but she sure in hell had learned Cheyenne.
I just don't understand it. Usually this woman is gentle as a dove.
My words were not the words to speak to a stranger. You stay and eat.
You see what a good wife she is? It's because I'm a wonderful lover. Go in my teepee. She will cook this duck for you.
That's all right. I'm not hungry.
You humiliated him again.
Goodbye, younger bear.
You look tired, Little Big Man. Do you want to come into my teepee and rest on soft furs? Why don't you live with me and I'll be your wife?
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, I've got to fix my hair to sing tonight. Goodbye, Little Big Man.
Goodbye, little horse.
And so I finally found Olga. But I had lost her long ago to the human beings, and I saw no good reason to reveal myself to her now.
Grandfather! Why have you moved your teepee so far from our band?
Ponies are trying to tell me something. Last night I had a dream. The ponies were dying. I heard them scream.
I'd learned to respect old Odskin's dreams, but for once we were in a safe place given to us by treaty.
Why do you hate my sisters?
I don't hate your sisters. It's just a... The Great Spirit tells me. Where are you going?
Your son won't wait any longer. He wants to come out and see his father.
Sunshine, Indian style, was going off to have her baby. As I watched her walk away, it come over me that the Great Spirit wanted me to go in that teepee.
Who wants to be first? Who is this here?
It's me.
Well, I guess you'll do as well as any.
I figured she was the littlest one and it would be easy. But Lord help us, them young girls is deadly. However, the Great Spirit was with me, and I survived. Only thing was, just as I was about to drift off real peaceful,
No, you stay. Not yet.
Maybe I can get back later.
idle boasting, I assure you.
What's this here?
It's me, Digging Bear.
Well, she wasn't called Digging Bear for nothing, I can tell you that.
Stay here. Corn Woman's too tired.
She don't sound tired to me.
That's not her. That's Little Elk.
That's both of them. Little Elk, you go on to sleep. You too. Digging Bear. Corn Woman, where are you?
I was lucky I come across her last.
Do you have this too?
Yes.
I knew you were a good man. You miss your new son.
I reckon right then I come pretty close to turning pure Indian, and I probably would have spent the rest of my days with Sunshine and her sisters. But sometimes grass don't grow, wind don't blow, and the sky ain't blue.
Something's wrong with the ponies. Wolves. Grandfather's down. Here. Go inside. The teepee. Grandfather, what's wrong with the ponies?
Don't you hear that, my son? I wonder why I didn't see them in my dream.
Sunshine! Sunshine! Grandfather, you gotta get inside.
Why bother, son? It's a good day to die.
We gotta get to the riverbank.
I am blind, but cannot fight. But I won't run. If it's my day to die, I want to do it here within a circle.
Grandfather, the river is part of the great circle of the waters of the earth.
That's true. The soldiers would kill us before we could get to the river.
Grandfather, you didn't see any soldiers in your dream. And that means that they can't see you now.
You think so?
Yes! Yes! What else did your dream mean?
I think you're right.
Then let's go to the great circle of the river!
Invisible. I never been invisible before.
It's too late. We're cut off.
It doesn't matter. We're invisible.
Grandfather, wait! Grandfather!
I know it sounds ridiculous, but them soldiers never lifted a hand to stop us. I reckon it was so crazy they couldn't figure it out. Or maybe they thought we was prisoners or even friendless, since old Lodge-Skins was grinning at them like a raccoon. Or maybe we really was invisible. All I know is we walked right through 'em to the river.
was extremely enjoyable.
I do like it, Grandpa.
Captain, shoot the Indian ponies.
I beg your pardon, sir?
That is my decision. I shall shoot the ponies.
But, sir...
Someone do it!
Yes, sir.
Young man, your self-righteous piety is commencing to annoy me.
But I didn't say anything, sir.
You think it's shocking to shoot a few ponies? Well, let me tell you, the women are far more important than the ponies. The point is, they breed like rats. However, Lieutenant, this is a legal action. And the men are under strict orders not to shoot the women. Unless, of course, they refuse to surrender. Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You going, soldier?
Message for the general.
Wait a minute. What's that on your face?
Who? Mud, sir.
That's not mud, that's Indian paint.
Oh.
And that's an Indian knife. What's your company?
What, my company, sir?
Yes, in the name of your commanding officer.
What's the trouble, Captain?
I think we've got a renegade, General. He's wearing Indian paint, and he doesn't know his commanding officer or his company.
Take him away and hang him.
General! General, don't you remember me? I'm Jack Crab, the mule skinner.
Mule skinner?
Yes, sir! I applied for a job as scout, but you can tell my true occupation just by looking at me.
Yes. Yes, I believe I do remember that.
How did you become a renegade?
General, I ain't no renegade. I was captured by the Cheyenne, held prisoner. Why, they took cactus thorns and stuck them in me. But I just laughed and begged them to keep on doing it.
You laughed.
I laughed my head off, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Gentlemen, it is difficult to admit to an error. Captain. Captain, your summary judgment was wholly mistaken. Now, aren't you glad I saw fit to question this man more closely?
Yes, sir.
Please be more careful in the future, Captain.
I'll take the tea now, Corporal.
Yes, sir.
What are you doing up here, Mule Skinner?
Nothing. I just brought you tea, General. And I wanted to thank you again for sparing my life.
Why are you standing to the side? Turn this way. You came up here to kill me, didn't you? And you lost your nerve. Well, I was correct. In a sense, you are a renegade, but you are no Cheyenne brave.
Custer was right. I was a total failure as an Indian.
Do I hang you? I think not. Get out of here.
You're not going to hang me.
Your miserable life is not worth a reversal of a Custer decision.
That was the worst thing he could have done to me. The time had come to look the devil in the eye and send him to hell where he belonged. The only question was how to get him there.
Sergeant, take this man and give him some clothes. This man will be invaluable to me, Major.
Invaluable, sir?
I almost hanged that man as a renegade. Now he asks me for a job as a scout. Oh, his game is very obvious, to lead me away from his Indian friends.
Well, I still don't quite follow you, General.
Anything that man tells me will be a lie. Therefore, he will be a perfect reverse barometer. that correct?
Of course, General.
In my belief, Custer's hate for the Indians and his ambition had combined on him. He figured he needed one more dramatic victory over the Indians to be nominated for President of the United States. That is a true historical fact.
The Crows want to know if you're going down in the Medicine Tail Coulee.
Oh, they do they?
Yes, sir, they do. They claim they want time to sing their death song.
Tell the Crows they're women!
Sir, if the hostiles come in behind us, and if they're waiting for us down below, we'll never get out of there.
Hostiles behind us? I see no hostiles behind us. Do you see any hostiles behind us,
No,
Major?
sir, not at the moment, I don't.
Then, stop trying to cause a reversal of a Custer decision.
But, sir, wouldn't it be best to send a squad down Medicine Tail Coulee?
No, it wouldn't.
Well, sir, may I ask, sir, why it wouldn't?
Because, Major, it would cost us the vital element of surprise.
Surprise? General, they know we're here.
Yes, but they don't know that I intend to attack them without mercy.
But, General, that's no surprise.
Of course it is. Nothing in this world is more surprising than the attack without mercy.
General, I must protest this impetuous decision.
A Custer decision. Impetuous. Grant called me impetuous, too. A drunkard. Sitting there in the White House, calling me impetuous.
General, I implore you to reconsider. Think of the men whose lives depend upon you.
What do you think I should do, Mule Skinner?
Sir, that man doesn't know anything.
What do you say, Mule Skinner? Should I go down there or withdraw?
I had him. But this time what I held in my hand wasn't a knife, but the truth.
Well, what's your answer, Mule Skinner?
General, you go down there.
You're advising me to go into the coulee?
Yes, sir.
There are no Indians there, I suppose.
I didn't say that. There are thousands of Indians down there. And when they get done with you, there won't be nothing left but a greasy spot. This ain't the Washita River, General. And them ain't helpless women and children waiting for you. The Cheyenne brave and Sioux. You go down there if you got the nerve.
Still trying to outsmart me, aren't you, Mule Skinner? You want me to think that you don't want me to go down there, but the subtle truth is you really don't want me to go down there. Well, are you reassured now, Major?
Men of the 7! The hour of victory is at hand! Onward to Little Bighorn and glory!
make breastworks!
I know all about that, Major. Don't try to tell me my business.
Make breastworks,
General!
Right! Now we're running out of ammunition. I told him this would happen, but he just sat there in the White House and laughed at me. The damn drunkard!
This is horrible. We're being wiped out!
For Christian America! Let your arrows fly, savages! I am on board!
Mr. President! Mr. President, distinguished visitors, honored members of the Senate, taking the Indian as we find him, waiting all...
Oh, why don't you shut up?
Mr. President, you're drunk. We can't have a man like you in the White House.
Get on your feet and face the enemy!
Go away, Jerry.
All right. The sentence is death.
And you know, you and I even at last. I paid you the life I owe you, and the next time we meet, I can kill you without becoming an evil person.
He goes to dance his joy.
Grandfather, I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too, my son. My heart soars like a hawk. Do you want to eat? I won't eat with you because I'm going to die soon.
Die, Grandfather?
Yes, my son. I want to die in my own land where human beings are buried in the sky.
Why do you want to die, Grandfather?
Because there's no other way to deal with a white man, my son. Whatever else you can say about them, it must be admitted. You cannot get rid of them.
No, I suppose not, Grandfather.
There is an endless supply of white men. But there always has been a limited number of human beings. We won today. We won't win tomorrow.
Snake woman, get me my elk burial robe.
Come, my son, we will go.
my heart say. A world without human beings has no center to it.
Go where, Grandfather?
To the mountain. To the top.
Come out and fight. It is a good day to die. Thank you for making me a human being. Thank you for helping me to become a warrior. Thank you for my victories and for my defeat. Thank you for my vision and the blindness in which I saw further. You make all things and direct them in their ways, O Grandfather. And now, you have decided that human beings will soon walk a road that leads nowhere. I am going to die now. Unless death wants to fight. And I ask you for the last time to grant me my old power to make things happen. Take care of my son here. See that he doesn't go crazy.
Grandfather?
Am I still in this world?
Yes, Grandfather.
Hey. I was afraid of that. Well, sometimes the magic works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's go back to the teepee and eat, my son. My new snake wife cooks dog very well.
All right, Grandfather.
She also has a very soft skin. The only trouble with snake women is they copulate with horses, which makes them strange to me. She says she doesn't. That's why I call her doesn't like horses. But of course, she's lying.
Of course, Grandfather.
Well, that's the story of this old Indian fighter. That's the story of the human beings who was promised land where they could live in peace. Land that would be theirs as long as grass grow, wind blow, and the sky is blue.